We back. This is the Rastafari Samurai. Devil leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message
Another one.
nationwide.
Wide.
We are here round
Like
two.
Khaled.
What you gonna do? You
Don't
don't know.
know.
In
What
the
we
building.
were saying earlier, y'all, family. You don't know.
So yeah, we were just let's just still keep it on the same topic and then we're done. So like as I was saying, like for like I always want to make sure like with my youth right now that I'm open to him hearing what is traumatizing to him, what I did was traumatizing to him in any way, shape, or form, because even though I may not be like something that I would look at as saying like it's traumatizing, my goal is right now with like my youth would be like, all right, how can I help you now get over this so that it's not going to be a lingering effect in your life to have a positive life going forward? Because that is like my responsibility as a father, to see that your life is now being in a positive, happy state, and you're not basing it truly off of traumatization of your childhood going forward.
That's very healthy, man. That's healthy. Very healthy. That is very healthy to like connect with your son like that, bro. Because when I tell you, I don't have any children, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I have nieces and nephews, and it's amazing to know that you see what I see. Like yeah, it's a lot. Like the whole topic is. Let me just say this for the camera.
For the people. Yeah.
I was asking the brother right here if do we think this generation romanticizes like oppression or
Oppression
whatever,
and being
like,
the victim. Yeah.
And we
it
agreed.
does. Yeah.
And so I go back to what I'm saying now. We agreed. We think they do. Yeah, there's truth to that. But
Very much.
why? You know what I'm saying? So that's where we were just reasoning about before.
And I think in regards to that, where our society is a little bit more, as we would say, softer.
Yeah.
Why? It's because people didn't want to feel like left out.
FOMO.
Yeah. They had that fear of like not like a belonging to like a certain group or a certain like people. Maybe even their
identity
own,
politics,
their identity, they are having like an identity crisis in it. So they need something now to like feel like they fit in, or they stand out, or people accept them for being just different or unique.
Validation,
a validation of like
that we like the social
that
media
anybody
norms.
wants.
Yeah.
Any human being wants. And I feel like that's what's been going on more so, where it's like we're now being catering a little bit too much instead of just saying, well, yeah, you are different, but you can be strong now being different. And unique. Instead of like totally always babying it, like as I was saying with this participation or making everybody a champion when we already know who's really the strongest or the fastest as a champion. Competition and these type of things are to let us know that, yes, as much as we all are human beings, we're all unique.
Yes.
And we all have a certain skill that's going to be better than somebody or weaker than the next person. But we still have a role in this earth to fulfill.
All facts. All facts.
So
facts. We got to talk to the youth, man.
We got to talk to them and make them still strong for it.
Yeah,
so
we must. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that we can't lose that connection with them, bro. Like, we can't. It's the next generation coming up, and then they're going to bring up the following one after them. So it's like we can't afford to just be judgmental and that's it. I agree with being judgmental because we have brains. You're supposed to have common sense and discernment or whatever. So I agree with judging and being judgmental. Now after that, you gotta try to like come to some kind of common ground or some overstanding.
Well, that's where it comes, as we say, like reasoning, and then that's where now you have the common sense. Because if you don't reason first, how are you gonna have common sense with the fellow person in regards to saying, all right, this is now the solution or the way that now we can now both coexist. Even though we may not agree on something, but we can coexist. You do your thing over there, sir. I'll be over here, though.
Facts.
And that's what it is.
In terms of the soft shit, right? What do Do you think we should do you think masculinity can be toxic? First of all, like, do you agree?
I don't think that there's that coincides.
Okay, great.
I don't believe that the two
That's good
actually
to know, my
mix.
nigga.
When somebody tries to tell me like toxic masculinity or toxic femininity, those two cannot mix whatsoever. It's
go.
either you're a strong feminine or you're toxic.
Yeah.
You're strong masculine
Yeah.
or you're toxic.
Perfect. Perfectly said, yo. I couldn't say
There's
no
really
better.
like no mixture
Couldn't say
of
no
that.
better. I couldn't say it no better, bro. I don't really got nothing more on that topic because I would have said the same thing basically. Like, I don't know where
When
that came
people
from.
try to do the reason
But I
is
think
that
that's why it's soft
it's because
too.
when people mix up their perception of what they are seeing and then interpret it,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing what really is masculinity or what femininity is, then that's when they want to now give it their own now type of saying because that's how they are interpreting it as.
Well, I think the media was just trying to just take the whole thing and just make it toxic, like what you're saying.
Of
like,
course.
Just masculine. There was no. They didn't even give you like a spectrum.
Oh,
Like they were
because
just
they
saying
wanna,
like, yo.
they want to knock down the identity and like the strength of it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because when you now have the strength of both the masculinity and the femininity in this world, you cannot confuse now the human being going forward.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck to me, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But this is why now they do this with all of this mixture of everything going on. So it's totally now become soft. There's not really where you see strength in regards to it that much, or unless they want to interpret it or portray it in regards to only their profit or how they want you to see it as. That's what I realize now what's going on in this world.
crazy. Speaking of crazy, right?
Yeah.
So this is important right now, and I want this conversation, this part of this conversation. I'm glad this is being documented right now because
Yeah.
we're gonna be saying "I told you so." Everybody in
Of
this
course.
room is gonna be saying "I told you so" again.
Again.
All right. So, a few days ago, Lionsgate Studios brought back their mask mandates. Now New York is coming with the propaganda, guys. New York, they talking about it. They saying, yo, terrifying. They use the word terrifying. I can show you the headline, man. Terrifying new variant. Okay? So this right here is gold, what we're about to talk about right now. See?
Okay,
In
they
terms
wanna
of
bring back the
masculinity, being
right.
men,
Being men.
standing your ground, standing up for what you believe in, your morals,
Yeah.
your values, right? 10 toes down.
Yeah.
We're going into this now.
Okay, I agree with it.
This brother was in Ottawa, nigga. If you want to talk
Yeah,
about
I was there at
what
Ottawa.
masculinity is and standing up against these fucking tyrants, bro,
Yeah, I was there.
talk to him, man. Talk to him.
In regards to all of this mask mandate, most people who know me and before like my first account got deleted, straight out here, shout out to Down to Earth podcast. They knew it right from the ground up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't with like the mask mandate whatsoever because at first I was working at a stair lift company. So I'm actually wearing a mask doing a job. All right. Because when you're grinding metal, you have to like wear the mask.
Which makes
But
perfect fucking
sense. All right. Now at the end of my shift, why is it I'm blowing out metal particles out of my nose and I'm still wearing a mask? So when this whole thing came around, I had to ask people that question, and I go, do you really think now a mask is going to stop a virus? When they couldn't give me an answer, I just left them alone and walked away with it.
And metal is solid for the idiots out there.
Okay.
Fuck.
So the whole mask mandate was just like a whole foolishness to me from the get-go. And now that they want to even try to bring it back again, it's even more foolishness again to anybody that still wants to believe it. Because my next question now that I bring to them, on a real tip right now, my lad, hear me out on this. For all the years that mankind has been on Earth, do you really think the Most High is going to allow the evil of one man to destroy the whole entire world in regards to the one thing that we truly do need in regards to life, the breath of life, that you need to be wearing a mask outdoors?
Outdoors.
Is my whole entire question.
The breath of life is available and readily available.
Your breath of life is readily available to you 24/7 nonstop like your heartbeat, bruh. And people are sitting out here, out there in the outdoors with a mask on.
Bro,
thinking that
I'm irritated. I don't know what's wrong with me, though. I'm irritated already because I already know there's going to be some fucking brain dead motherfuckers that's going to go along.
I've been quiet for too long, but from what you're saying, you know what pisses me off? They're in the car, they have the mask on, and they're by themselves, and they have the windows up.
the in the car thing, I'm not even going to address that. That already to me is like a Charlie Brown cartoon type of like foolishness. Womp, 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 womp. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Fuck the idiots. Let's talk about the tyrants.
Let's just talk
All
about
you
what the tyrants are
motherfuckers
trying to put
that
out.
try to G-check me because I didn't want to wear a mask in your business. Eat your heart out, motherfucker.
All even the ones that even wanted me to like take a vaccine and have the job. I walked
we gonna
off.
get there.
I
We
walked
gonna
away.
get there. We gonna get there. I just wanted to let them know because it was a lot of Hitlers out here, bro. Like these motherfuckers started using that as an excuse to just regulate. Like, bro, like you never been able to tell nobody what to do, and that little, power. What they say, absolute power, absolutely
power, yeah.
corrupts. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers got a little power. And now they try to treat a human being, a fucking a customer or a patron to your business, like a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'm spending money up in this motherfucker. I need to breathe.
Yeah.
Oh, the government, nigga, the government's not here. This is between me and you, customer and the person that's providing the service.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. This is passion right here, bro. This
No,
not
no.
anger,
That was
but
like
it's
also
passion.
the same thing going on too at Yorkdale Mall. I did it twice. I did it also with a brother of mine, Manny Lights, where they were trying to tell everybody you need to take your phone and scan a QR code to go up into the food court to actually get food, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
To get food.
The fuck
Now-
is this, China?
Thank you. I was like, really? You're going to actually restrict me to a digital device to getting food, a necessity of life? Bro, I walked right through that goddamn bullshit and went up straight upstairs and got my damn food and came back down.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
like, they even set up security.
It's the audacity to even
The
move like that.
audacity of
right?
like you trying to now
They
control.
know it's not real. They're just seeing who's gonna. They're doing what the fucking oppressors
They know
doing.
what they're doing. They're doing it as a test. Everything right now is in regards to a rat race survey test.
The fuck, nigga.
And people are participating in it voluntarily with their like, I don't know, maybe with blinders on. I don't know what you could tell me, but that's what they're doing.
Compliance.
Compliance has
Compliance
completely
does
been going
not
on.
stop tyranny. The only thing that stops tyranny is rebellion. You get what I'm saying? Because most of the things that this so-called government is gonna give you, they're gonna sell it to you or market it to you as convenience when it's really conditioning. Okay.
Yeah.
It's really conditioning. So it's getting you ready for the next step.
The next step.
And the next step.
And that's what
the
I've been
next
trying to
step.
show everybody from time, even before like all of this COVID foolishness, like the SARS and everything. They were practicing on everybody right now biological warfare. That's what I was telling everybody. We're not seeing wars that we're seeing with tanks and planes that much anymore. We're now seeing it with like viruses, diseases. Wars has levels. There's levels to everything that's going on in here in regards to like the control. There's many things that's going on, going on right now for warfare.
Yep.
And people have to understand that war is not stopping, because if they want something, they're going to continuously go after it. Just like you in a life, if you want something good out of life, you're going to go after it.
Tracing that.
Right?
Facts.
All facts. So you have to be prepared that it's a war out here, because even for the things that you want out of life, it's not going to come that easy. Somebody's going to want it more than you, or or not, or somebody doesn't want you to get it. these are all things in life. But this is definitely a warfare going on out here, and people have to recognize.
It's a war
For real. Come election time, y'all already know. Come October, it's gonna be spooky. It's Halloween time. I'm telling you, they're gonna come with the same. It's not even gonna be the same. It's gonna be worse.
Elections,
It's
that's
gonna
a
actually
joke.
scare people, fam. They're gonna come with this variant shit on. Like, people think, oh, I'm not falling for that. I fell for it the first time. If you fell for it the first time, you gonna fall for it the motherfucking next time, the second time. I'm telling you.
The way how they've been bringing out the variants, I had a post up on my old account where I used Cat Williams' post about like selling weed. And you notice how this is how they did. He came out with a post saying like, you see this next shit that right here, my brother? This next shit that I got, it's more potent, it's more stronger and all that. This is what they are doing.
Right there.
This is what they are doing with this variants.
It's better than the last one. It's better than the last
It's
one.
better than the last one,
Right
bro.
here, nigga.
It's stronger than the last one. It's mutated. It's done all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Motherfuckers buying
they
it.
are buying out the fear left, right, and center to saying like, okay, now this one's stronger than the last one. Like, honestly, people, if you are taking good care of your body,
You have nothing to worry about.
you have nothing to worry
Keep
about.
doing your thing, man.
Just keep doing your thing.
Like Bob said, every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't let them use this fair shit that they did 2-3 years ago, and you know, just fuck with
It's
your head and
literally
penetrate
a
your
joke
mind.
right now.
You know
Like,
what
they're
I
trying
mean?
to come back with it in any way, shape, or form because remember, their agenda, they have to like solidify it because it's a business.
Facts.
They put too much investment into this business for the agenda to fall short.
Okay, speaking of that, do you think they're gonna forward with the juke again, or the passport and shit? You think they're gonna
Let me
try
tell
that?
you, everything that they've done was a test run at first to seeing how much people will fall for it and comply with it. And left, right, and center, people were doing it. Not even just voluntarily, also because of like the fear of losing their jobs. Some people wanted to like go out on vacations.
Yep.
Some people now got into the business of making up fake ones to keeping it going. So that means people had to get jabbed in and keeping the whole propaganda going. This is just something that now they got it done the first time. It's like how a thief, you have to think of the mind of a thief now or a bully. If I can bully you and get away with it the first time, don't you think I'm going to come back with it again now the next time?
Fool me once.
But you can fool me once, but remember now, it's a warfare. There's trickery. They're now going to come stronger. They're going to come more
The
strategic.
new frontier.
Right? They're going to come with like different artillery and all that. So your defense now, at the same time, you got to build it to being stronger for these type of things and being more aware of what's going on with these things
Facts.
at the same time.
Facts.
And if you're not trying to do that, you're going to end up on the losing side.
Listen, man. Me, I don't know. I don't know if I can save everybody, bro. Let me
not
not act
supposed
like
to.
some righteous extra. You know,
Not
I don't want to be
supposed to.
so righteous, but I'm just saying. Let me not use the word save. I don't think I could convince more people than I really have, or that I want to. That they playing y'all. You
But
know what I mean?
you're not, that's
So
not your
I kinda-
responsibility.
I came to that acceptance.
Yeah.
Years like in 2020. Like,
I came to that acceptance years ago because I went back and like really understood in regards to like the Noah's Ark story. Remember now, he went out and told as many people as possible, there's a flood coming. And he didn't get to convince many of them to actually build their own boats and arks. But what did he do? He did spread out the good news.
Yep. Yep.
And then he got himself
Did his
prepared.
part. He did his part.
He did his part. And that's what I let people understand about me.
Yeah.
I'm just doing my part.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't want to take in what I'm now offering you in regards to getting yourself prepared and ready, that's all up to you. That's your freedom of choice. That's the way you want to live. Go right on ahead.
Yeah.
But
There's
I'll
only
be
so
right
much.
over here building up my ark and taking care of what I need to care of in regards to my family because they understand the program.
It's sad though, cause
It's sad.
I had hope for humanity, bro. I thought like you know, I thought in 2022 was up. I thought everybody was like, yep, okay, we know what's going on. Let's start to, like, you know, get together and, you know, move accordingly. And then sports got more important. And then what this celebrity is doing got more important. And
Because this is what they did. They brought back now the distractions.
Yeah,
What
like-
they realize now, even after the George Floyd, and I try to show a lot of people, when you now lock down a lot of people, their attention now to certain things in life gravitates.
It is true.
Because they're not now that distracted with like work, things going on with their children's lives, sports, TV shows. You're now distracted and thinking, now I'm back to living. When you're now restricted to certain things in our life,
You have time to.
you have time now to see what's going on and focus and being like, wait, what the hell is going on here? And more people will gravitate. That's what I realize in regards to now the controlling of the masses, as you would say.
That's true, man. But it wasn't that long ago. That's what's
You
still.
see what I'm
it's kind of
saying?
weird
Yeah.
to me. Is like, yo, it wasn't that long ago that everybody was just like, yeah, we know what's up now, and yo, like, there's a united front, kind of, you know. But maybe I'm a dreamer, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just a dreamer. Maybe I'm just looking at it like some movie that I watched. Or some
See,
shit.
when
But
you
this
get
is real
back-
life.
when
Real
people get back
are
their-
divided as a motherfucker.
When we got back, when the lockdowns kind of like went away, everybody was like, well, I have my life back.
Party and bullshit.
Party and bullshit
Yeah,
again.
that's it.
And-
I'm guilty of it too. I ain't even gonna front.
And that's what, and everybody is. It's
Yeah.
been like documented out through history, even with Moses leading the people out to their own freedoms. What happened when he went up to the mountain when they didn't really have like a leader? Chaos started happening again because they didn't take advantage or the responsibility of freedom. Freedom is not something where you just go out party and da-da-da-da. There's a responsibility to it.
True.
When you're free,
Supposed to
that's when
organize.
there's no like organization, responsibility, aguan. Freedom now comes with a responsibility in regards to understanding what it is about being free and preserving that and standing up for it no matter what comes your way.
Dude, you use the word. You used the word just now. Leader. Do you think in terms of like these type of situations we need a leader or leaders? Like there needs to be like a figurehead or some shit like that?
No, I've never believed in that at all.
Okay, great.
I've always believed that if you give the people the knowledge enough, as they say, like if you teach a person how to fish instead of just giving them fish, then their lives now is up to them in regards to how they want to lead it.
Yeah. I agree. But I
But-
think the fucked up thing is the people steady
You do need-
looking for a leader though.
They
I
are
think that's
gonna
why they're
always
not
look-
moving. Like there's
That's
no
why
movement because
you are
we're
going to
waiting
have
for that.
somebody that needs to actually like if in regards to anything in life or whatever you want to pursue in life, you're going to look at somebody who's great at it and try to learn from it. But at the end of that though lesson, you now have to interpret it and do it in your own way.
True.
And that's now how you become a leader in your own way.
Okay,
Now-
I got next question.
All right.
What do you think about homeboy? Sky, what's his name? Something Sky, the Italian dude that was running for mayor, and he's like all anti-mask and anti-vax and all this shit. Sky, he's from Toronto. He's
you
from
mean,
Toronto.
that Sky guy, that motherfucker.
Oh, Chris Sky?
Yes,
Chris Sky.
I knew it was
No,
Sky.
I came into the game like actually like through him. I actually got to meet him
Okay,
personally.
so you know him personally.
I know him personally.
Okay, so tell me
So
about what
he's
you think
actually
about him.
like he's a real dude that is actually standing up for what he believes in regards to like these freedom stuff. He really
Okay.
does.
That's
Now
because
a lot
you
of
see how- you
people
see how I
will
did it, right? With
misinterpret
leader,
how
and
it's
then I
going.
went
Yeah.
into. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to show the people like we actually have it already, but y'all make fun of the guy. Like I
Like,
don't get it. Like who else is doing what he's doing? You know, people.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
this
know.
is what I'm
man.
trying to say. Everybody is going to be doing their thing in their own way, and this is why, like, I still respect Chris in regards to like he's going about it his own way. I can't knock somebody where it's like that's
what's
who
weird
you
to
are.
me.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. The
because I'm
people-
doing it my own
They're
way.
steady looking for a leader, but they have someone that they could use like that. But
But remember
especially
that- but
our
they-
community, we don't. we're not even.
Everybody's
like,
judgmental about a leader.
I don't know, man.
At the end of the day,
You're right. That's probably
the
what it
whole
is.
thing.
That's probably what
it's
it
the
is.
judgment of like a leader.
Well,
Everybody
maybe
wants somebody in like how they want to see the image of a leader instead
Yeah.
of being now the leader themselves
Yeah.
and taking that responsibility.
Maybe because I'm a person, I could like I could take the message and not really worry about the messenger so much. I'm one of those people.
Thank
Maybe
you.
that's why
I worry about the message.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
expect other people
and
to
that's
be like.
the next thing now too. Yeah,
I'm like, wait, how you not
everybody's
picking up
more
on this
worried about
frequency,
like where the message came from.
Yeah, I'm like
the messenger,
the
and I'm
frequency,
like,
how you missing the frequency?
you're missing the actual like
Yeah, it's
point.
a frequency there. Like
Thank
forget
you.
what
You're
he's
mi- yeah.
wearing or.
You never
the way
connected
he
on
talks
the
and shit.
energy
Yo, that's
frequency.
the
That's
truth
what I
right
try to
there.
tell them. Yes.
Yeah, it's like
it doesn't matter what it comes from. You could look at a bum on the street, and a bum could tell you something of a truth,
That's it right there. That's the analogy right there.
and you'd be
Yes.
like, "Whoa!"
Yes, because
Because you're looking at somebody now that went through something like hard in life.
Everybody knows
you're
that
now
wise,
like,
that wise
whoa.
custy or that wise bum. Everybody,
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows a
every
wise
hood
bum.
got one of those.
You
Every
know what
hood
I mean?
got one.
So why not now, even now a celebrity or something that's now gone through something even 1% more than you, and they're leaving now a truthful message for you to say like, oh wow, well maybe they seen something I'm not seeing yet, but thank you now for that message. Some people now like to look down on a lot of the celebrities, and I get it. You know what I mean? They never really speak out about like certain things and all that. But if they still brought out a message, focus on the message, not the messenger.
Yeah.
Is what I always
People
try
gotta
to
learn
say.
do that more often, man.
Yeah.
I love doing that because truth is just there, man. It don't
The truth
need the
comes
person.
in any
it don't
form.
need the person. It
Truth
don't
is like
need-
bullets.
Yeah.
It's going to hit you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter from who, what, or what.
Yeah, it doesn't need the actual messenger. It just stands. by
It's just
itself.
going to hit you.
Yeah.
So when people try to knock down like a truthful message, I'm just like, all right.
Did you see Jamie Foxx's new movie, the clone one?
Yeah, I saw that.
No, not
I
yet.
seen
Well,
that.
I'll just give you one little thing. The Oracle is the bum in that. There's a bum.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
the Oracle
Yeah.
in that movie.
I think I know.
He's like a wino at the front of the liquor store, and he's the
Yes.
Oracle.
I think I know which one you're talking
No one
about.
pays attention
No one
to
pays
it.
attention
they
to
cloned
like
the-
yeah.
cloned
the
Tyrone.
signs
bum,
and
yeah.
what he says,
And that's
with
why,
the
like-
little how should I say, like codes, what he's
Yeah, that's what we're
saying.
saying. Don't mind the messenger now.
Don't mind the messenger. So never look down on somebody just because, oh, well, they're not as successful as you, materialistically wise, money wise, anything like that. Because knowledge can come in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
Wisdom and teachings come from anybody,
that's facts.
from a child, from
That's
a
facts.
bum,
That's facts.
from like anybody that you're now having company
Animals
around.
too.
Animals too.
insects. You know how much I learned from ants?
Thank
about
you.
teamwork?
About
I
teamwork,
didn't sit and watch
survival.
them in the summer. I watched
Thank
them, bro.
you. So
can
when
learn a
people
lot.
are now like talking about like, oh well, why are you listening to that person and that? I'm like, you just lost out on the frequency of the message completely and obliterated.
I mean, he's leading. I'll say that Chris Guy dude. Yo, I see the message. I see what he's doing, man, and I
And
respect
that's what
it,
it
bro.
is. You
That's
just want to
bravery,
respect
bro.
somebody that's just giving out the message.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's bravery
You may
right
not
there.
like who that person is, and that's all cool and fine.
Listen, man, I say the same thing about Trump. Like,
You know,
I got crucified by my own homies, bro. Big arguments,
Like,
big debates.
Don't get me
I
wrong.
said the
I'm not
man
a big
just-
fan of Trump
he-
at all.
he-
But
he's-
if he's saying the truth, I'm gonna be like, yo, the man's spitting facts.
As much
yo.
as I don't like the motherfucker.
As much as I don't like a person, if
Trust
somebody is spitting out facts, it's spitting out facts.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's truth. Real recognize real at the end of the day, as the saying goes. So if you don't want to recognize it, yo, that's up to you not to recognize the message.
All right, one more question I got.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm a little bit of a shit disturber on this topic because
Yeah,
I
let's
got
stir it
something
up.
to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bob Marley did say stir it up. So go on,
Yeah.
stir it up.
so with this whole 50th year, 50th anniversary,
Anniversary of hip
the
hop.
birth of hip hop.
All right, let's get into the
I have a
deep
love and
talks.
hate relationship with hip hop.
I do too.
Um,
I agree.
I personally think that we're celebrating rap, not hip hop.
We're celebrating really the origin.
I say we're celebrating rap right now. Like as I'm seeing it, it's just the rap segment of it. Remember, hip hop is a culture. It's more than just the music. It's actually more important than the music. Hip hop is the people to me. And with that, I'm gonna say it's the beauty of it is because it's not perfect. That's what hip hop. That's what makes it kind of stand out.
That's what's
From
the,
a lot
the
of
best
other
aura of
cultures,
it.
right? It's
Yeah.
not perfect.
It's not gonna be perfect.
ugly, and it's beautiful. It's hideous, and it's gorgeous. There's a lot of fuckery in hip hop. There's a lot of beauty in it. There's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of good history, and I
There's
think
a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of partying.
Yeah.
It's all different types. Yeah.
So my thing with this right now is I think that right now, this is just me personally, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
We got to talk about the elephant in the fucking room. No disrespect to the foundation, but in the 50th year, we got to talk about the fucking elephant in the room, not about the yesteryear. Like, we do that every fuck. So wait, on the 51st year, are we gonna do this again? No. You know why? Because it don't matter that much. You know what matters?
I agree.
Owning the fucking culture. How you celebrating 50 years of something that you don't own? I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me. Last year, no #1 hits. Next year, it's going to be 51 years. No one's going to give a fuck. I get it. 50 is a milestone. But what about 51? That ain't a milestone. What about 52? That's not going to be no milestone. Like, everybody knows this. We love to celebrate. We don't love to build. That's what I have a problem with hip hop, bro. Can we build something? What the
I
fuck
don't
do
even
we
think
have?
that's just not even like with hip hop. I think that's just like now what I'm seeing in like life and just general, like amongst even all cultures. Like people are more ready to just celebrate for just joy or something, but not really celebrating how to build something for a better life going forward, where it will always then be a joyous situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are we really celebrating? Rap! We ain't celebrating hip hop. We're celebrating rap. We're talking about songs and songs. We ain't really talking songs and artists and entertainers. We ain't talking about no business. We ain't talking about, oh, this label that's owned by this or who. We ain't talking about the real elephant in the room. Who owns these fucking artists? Expose these motherfuckers so we could destroy this shit and build it over. Build and destroy and build, however it goes.
Agree.
We gotta tear this industry down. It got to go.
We need our own
It gots to
ownership
go.
and like controlling, which I do see from like
Celebrating
a lot of
50th
some of
year
the.
and the OGs is broke. Why is Cool Herc not filthy fucking rich? That hurts my feelings, bro.
Yeah, that's straight.
Why
up.
is
No,
Cool
that
Herc
ain't
not?
cool.
Why did Cool Herc need a GoFundMe with it like a few years ago when he was sick? Like what the fuck?
No, I do believe
Come on,
like yeah,
man.
man. Like if we're really like gonna be looking out for our hip hop generation, and you're right.
Shit's crazy, bro.
A lot of like of our artists, producers, and everybody that's been in this game should have like some type of union for like our like founders, pioneers. I agree.
Cause the party's over now. I don't hear nobody talking about 50 years and how great hip hop is no more. That was last week, bro. This
Yeah.
week is something new now. The fuck? I'm sorry, man. I know a lot of people are not gonna agree with me, but I don't give a fuck at the same time, cause yo,
Not everyone is
shit.
going to agree with
shit's
you.
kind of obvious what I'm saying, bro. It's not like I'm saying some shit that's far-fetched. We don't own this shit, bro. It's fucked up, bro. We done made every brand rich. Every you name it. Name it right now. I'll tell you we made it rich. Name it.
Yeah, 'cause
you can name
we're
it. Canada Dry,
consuming.
nigga.
Canada Dry.
Anything. Just name it. I'm telling you hip-hop made it pop. I'm looking at a Samsung right now. Tell me hip-hop didn't make Samsung pop off when Jay-Z put the album with it and shit.
Hennessy big.
Of course, made everything big.
Come on, bro. This shit
Our
is crazy to
consumerism
me.
is like the wave of like the markets, yo.
Shit is crazy, bro. We gotta get somebody that's from it that owns it. It don't necessarily have to be like a fucking the dopest MC or some shit like that. Somebody that's from the culture should own some shit in it, on a major level, and it shouldn't only be Puff and fucking Jay.
Well, since you guys are bringing up the hip hop thing there, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the hip hop museum that's gonna be opening up in the next year,
I don't
2024?
fuck about that shit.
Where
I don't care.
a hip hop museum? Where?
It's gonna be in the Mecca, New York.
I honestly don't give a fuck. We are the museum.
But the thing is, the museum is gonna consist of all regalia of all
Memorabilia. You
different-
see, that's what I'm saying.
all
What is that?
all regalia of all different MCs from past.
Yeah, that they
Is
don't
it
own.
just the-
That they don't
No,
own.
they don't own it. They're just gonna
Exactly.
That's still the elephant in the room.
They're gonna
at
put
the
it
end
on
of the
display.
day.
The thing is,
But paying homage to him.
But you know how the business goes. They're gonna be lending it out, and they're gonna probably get proceeds from the tickets from
After
the
50
tourism.
years, still getting treated like slaves in your own culture.
You know what I'm saying?
That's great, as Tony the Tiger would say.
Well, right now they got that because how I know about it is because they got that reality show right now. They're getting all the items right now. They're in the process.
We just gotta own shit. That's my only issue. We just gotta own the fucking culture, bro. We can't not own it and be celebrating.
Bro.
This shit looks ridiculous.
I literally have to say, not even just like in hip hop, we just got to start like having our own businesses and working with one another because I've already seen it on an economic value. Like, we definitely have to. The way how we spend our money, we do not cycle it through our own as much as we cycle it through the others.
My brother would be asking, talk about African Bombada. What do you guys got to say about?
Wow, you came. Wow, that was out
What
of
do you
nowhere.
what do you got to say about African Bombada?
Firebun.
Planet Rock was one of my favorite songs, definitely.
But he
So
wants
solid.
to talk about that other thing.
Elephant in the room, man.
That's what he
Listen,
means.
if KRS
by-
ain't talking about it, I ain't talking about it. Them niggas is
What
weird,
are
bro.
your views upon that, at least?
My views is obvious.
I really
African
don't even-
Bambati boy.
Yeah.
I don't condone all this shit. I think it needs to be addressed again because it was, and I don't know what happened. But let me just say this: we overlook. That's why I'm talking about the culture. That's why I have a love and hate relationship because it's like we allow this type of shit, man. And when I'm saying we, I mean as a
been allowed
collective.
from
man.
a long time. Even like with like how a lot of like these new rappers are dressing up and everything, where I can't even recognize them anymore from being either a male or a female.
Yeah. But you know what? I don't. You see, this is my, you know my take on hip hop, right? I said it already. It's really like abstract. Like it's really like out there, right?
Yeah.
But this is really how I see hip hop. I don't see no hip hop no different from rock and roll. And I mean like death metal. I don't see no difference. You know why?
No.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I always bring it back to Run DMC, Walk This Way. Right there you see the transition, the dress code, all black, Masonic, you know what I mean, with the top hats, like the small hats, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, from them time there, that's how I see it. I could be in the stars, I could be in space, thinking too much, smoking too much. That's just how I see it.
Listen, in regards to
You know what I'm saying?
back to the African Bombada, there's probably a lot of them that we don't even realize that actually are too.
Yeah,
It's just only now.
Hip hop is
It's
sex,
just
drugs,
now,
and rock
yeah.
and roll. It's the same shit.
A lot of them were doing some foul, not righteous shit from time.
Yeah.
We all knew that, like, with enough of them, like, even, like, when it first started out in the 70s, that they were into some shit that they shouldn't have been into.
Niggas was androgynous.
All right? So,
With the dress codes, oh man, it was
dress codes
It was
and
already
everything
like
like
that.
that,
That's why I'm not
come on,
surprised
yeah.
to see it today. And the
that's
whole,
why I'm not, that's what I say. Like, that's
the
why, like, Little
fingernails
Nas
and
X
the-
and all of this stuff that's going on out here, it's like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I've never
You know
looked
what
at
I mean?
hip hop
'Cause-
as like strictly righteous and Afrocentric. I always knew that was a era. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
the
'cause
whole
once it
thing.
got infiltrated in regards to like the money perspective
Yeah,
now
the
for the
whole thing,
prisons and
yeah.
everything like that, and then now how we see like only just
Oh, let me say rap. Sorry, rap.
Yeah.
That's what I really meant to say.
yeah,
Rap.
the rap was just
Rap
like
aspect of
because the
hip-hop.
rap aspect of hip hop was really the education, and that's
No, I
what's
mean
in-
the rap, just rap. Like the hip hop to me is more the education part. Rap
Okay.
is just what people are doing, just rapping. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
hip
they're
hop
not
to me
really
is more
like-
pure. I used the wrong
Yeah.
word. I meant to say
yeah.
rap.
This generation, there's not really any education
Yeah,
in the
like
raps.
rap, rap music is within hip hop, but hip hop is bigger. Like it's more important. Like
Or I can't lie. You have
broader.
to like actually search for certain artists. There are certain artists still
Yeah.
doing it, but they're not being promoted. And we noticed that in the game. Like the whole conscious vibe literally of like even the hip hop culture went for a change. You don't hear really artists that much like how we first grew up to with like Tribe Called Quest, you know, De La Soul.
and now conscious
De La
niggas sound
Homo Sapien
conscious
from out
niggas. They're
west.
garbage now. Like they're
Yeah.
like, it's like I don't think their approach was conscious. Like they didn't have a conscious approach.
No, it was just
back
more
then.
like abstract. It was just the
Yeah,
love of
it's
the
like
art.
now it's like a nigga's gonna be like a ankh wearer and like you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be extreme with it. All these big Egyptian, everything's Egyptian, and
Yeah.
like he's gonna make himself be categorized like I'm a conscious artist. Like it's so packaged, man.
No, it's definitely now a business. It's not even really about the art. That's why even Nas came out saying like he wants to hear from artists that are actually going to be putting out music about like their art and their love of the art.
Dope, man.
Just be dope,
That's
not
what we
like the
want.
same mimic stuff that's
Just be
going on
dope.
out there. Just be dope, be you, be unique, because we're gonna like you being different
Yeah.
and unique, but not weird different.
I'm mad at a lot of beat makers. I don't even call them producers. I'm mad at a lot of y'all, man. You should
Oh,
be ashamed of yourselves, bro. How the fuck can you make the same beat over and over and over and be satisfied with yourself?
Cycling.
Oh my god.
okay,
That
that's not even. Yeah, you can't even call that a producer.
And I
Brian.
could say something because I know how to make beats, okay? I'm not just on the sidelines. I can actually use an MPC. I can use Fruity Loops. So I know you don't have to just do one sound, bro. Come on, man. Let's have some fun.
We understand that that was like your base of like your money getter, but come
Let's
on
have
now,
some fun
shows
with it,
have
too.
fun with it,
Have
be
some
creative
fun,
because that's
man.
what you did to come
Fun,
across
it'll
that
make
one.
you money too in hip hop if you have some
Exactly.
fun, man. It don't
And
always
that's what,
gotta
like
be.
DJ Premier was talking about like on one of his album, like these guys trying to call out other people and everything like that. Like you guys are violating in regards to the creativity about it. Like, so what if somebody now saw something different and now made a loop out of it and all that? Come on now, like it's like now they're being creative.
Yeah.
That's what the hip hop culture was all about.
I love that type of shit, man. To
You
hear
know what I
something
mean?
I've never heard before,
Yeah.
it's a dope experience,
To hear,
bro.
like I even remember when he came with like, remember J. Rue the Damager when it
Yeah.
was like, oh man, what was it?
Yeah.
Come Clean,
Yeah.
and that was just from like the water drip.
It's
My
it's like being
favorite
at
one was the
a art
comic
exhibit,
one
right?
There, man.
Oh, the Prophet.
They want
Yeah, man,
put it
can't
there
stop
and
the
all that
Prophet.
shit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
Yo, Virgin.
Hey,
They
it
blew up
is.
the barber chair.
Creativity.
And all of that.
Yeah, man. Them was like the days, yo. The creativity was out
Creativity
there.
was hype.
It's still out there, man.
It's still out
like what
there.
you just said. You gotta look. That's
You
what
gotta look
sucks,
for it now
man.
because
Yo.
they now just only business sized out of the whole entire what they want
They
us
gotta-
to be
they
like
gotta
focused
treat
on.
their videos more like a movie nowadays. That's all they gotta do. All you
Yeah,
do
because
that-
every single video is literally all the same thing. A girl out in like almost skin out, a booty shaking, and man saying like they got money and like and a bunch of niggas.
with glizzies,
with glizzy out, like-
shizzy, was it Shiesty Mask with the balaclavas and shit?
Like
Bunch of
I'm
niggas
missing
wearing
like the
balaclavas.
storytelling out of like a lot of these, like even if you're gonna be a street dude, my brother, I want to hear some storytelling.
Exactly.
I need some storytelling. It doesn't even have to be all you in the video. Get like a cartoon artistic guy to like do out your video then, yo.
Right.
Like come with something different,
You know
yo.
who they should holler at? Some rock and roll bands video guys, because rock videos, they never have
Yeah.
the band in it. You know, a lot of
Yeah,
them,
most
it's
of
just
them, yeah.
complete
Like a
actor,
story,
like a whole
actors
movie.
and
It's just actors
The
and
band's not
stories,
even
yeah.
in the fucking video.
They have a
You know what
whole
I'm saying?
story
Might
different
have
line
one little
completely.
thing and done deal.
They'll have a scene where they're
Yeah.
performing or whatever.
They
and
have a
that's-
scene maybe, yeah. But
and those are B-roll, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's
in their
what
own
I'm
video,
saying.
they're
Like,
B-roll.
come with it like a little bit more different. Like be unique about like how you want to present your music
We gotta hold
too.
everybody accountable, you know.
You
not
have
the
to,
artists,
all
the
of them.
Videographers.
All of these
Oh,
guys.
so
yeah.
well, moving along, have you guys let's get in a little bit of the heroes and villains here. Have you watched anything in DC and Marvel lately, or any hero movies or anything, or villainish movies lately?
The
Anything?
last one that I just recently seen, which was with like my little nephew, I think it was like the Spider-Man.
Oh, I watched that. The part 2 to the Miles
newest one?
Morales, right?
Yeah, or
Oh,
no,
it's
no,
Miles
no.
Morales?
The one that I saw had Mysterio.
Oh, okay. I saw. Okay, I know.
This is
what you
recent?
mean. No. It's an
This
old
is
movie.
like this one's an old one,
It's an
like
old movie when it's what, the Spider-Verse or something like that.
yeah, somewhere where he was like out in London or something like that.
Homecoming.
I never saw
The
it.
Homecoming, yeah.
It's Homecoming.
And the one thing, as I was always saying, even off camera, like to you guys, I'm a fan, honestly, when I see superhero shows, of the villain's mindset.
Yep.
These guys are geniuses, yo.
Every one of them.
Every
have to be, man.
single
They have to be.
one of them.
They have to be the anti-hero, man.
Yeah, I don't even want to say.
I got it.
I don't even want to say villain anymore. Yes, let's keep it real. The anti-hero.
It just sounds better, you know.
Yeah.
It sounds more edgy, and it actually makes a lot of sense. Like he's the anti-hero because a lot of times the hero is a little.
Yeah, anti-hero. I don't want to say villain. I've always loved the
Some
anti-hero.
heroes are beta though.
Like, yo, my favorite one through the whole entire comics was still also through Spider-Man. And my favorite one was Kingpin.
Oh,
Kingpin.
yeah, the Kingpin. You see the Kingpin? What I love about the Kingpin, this guy, he's strategic like chess.
Yo.
He don't lay up. He doesn't pick up a finger. He's like, yo, he has super villains working
For him.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
Shit.
Diabolical. Like,
and it's like this.
for you to have that type of mindset to still
And
have
the
like
thing
a
is,
control.
with
Yeah, go
the
on.
Kingpin, the Kingpin, it's either you work for him or you work for him. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, it's either you get the pay, you might as well just take the pay. You get what I mean? Or he's going to delay and go after your loved ones.
You know what comes to mind? My mind is crazy. Mark for Death.
Oh, shoot.
When he tells him where Screwface is?
Screwface.
With that 1,000 death already. You want Screwface? Find him your fucking self. And jump to his death. He said, fuck it.
Yep.
When you're dealing with an anti-hero leader like that,
It's also the same thing with like the
man.
Joker. He's my next favorite anti-hero.
Yeah,
Because the
Joker.
way how like these guys can get people to like
He's top 5
Since
for sure.
you said the Joker,
Top
what do you
3.
think of Darth Vader?
He's top 3 too.
he's top 5.
Yeah, Vader.
Definitely, yeah. Darth Vader's definitely
And you
top
know,
5.
it's all about the voice.
Yeah, the anti-hero gotta have a.
Yeah, most of them that are like in the top 5 that I would say have like that distinctive, powerful. Yeah, like it's a strong masculine voice where
yeah,
it's
I was gonna say
like
masculine too. Yeah.
yeah, because it's like yeah, don't mess around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
And they
always
all
been about
did
the
it.
voice with ability too.
I mean,
And
you're not gonna
how
take
they
a
The
present
persona with
themselves
the voice,
and,
yeah.
how they whip the voice and how they present themselves. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Yeah,
And normally they have the henchmen, but normally don't you notice the villain has the nice gal and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
In a lot,
Always the fit as well.
in a lot of, yeah, it's true, it's true.
Not true?
Yeah.
You want
in
to
a
know
lot
why?
of-
Because they always said that the ladies love the bad guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good guys finish last.
And it's that's
Good
true.
girls,
We know how
love
that
Good
goes.
guys
bad
finish
guys,
lives,
you know
yeah.
what I'm
And that's
saying?
why I said a lot of the
Because
heroes
why?
are
This is the
betas.
whole thing. When they see it, what's been portrayed a lot of it, and with these anti-heroes, is that they've exercised their, as they would say, power,
Yes.
and showing it that it's like it can be executed.
It's like a bravado there.
It's a bravado, and women are attracted to that type of like bravado.
Because they probably think that they could turn the bad guy into a good guy.
That's only the
project.
dumb
Some of them
ones.
He's a project. He's a project.
That one,
I can fix him.
That's a foolish
I
mindset.
can fix him. I can
That's
change it.
getting to that. That's a foolish mindset on both perspectives. If any person thinks that they control another human being,
You wildin', son.
you wildin'.
You
Because
wildin',
when they're
son.
ready to be themselves, you'll get it.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
You'll get it. But back to like the anti-hero ones now. Like for me, saying in regards to my top 5,
Go on. Who's your top five?
me would be number 1 for me, as I already said, is like Kingpin.
Go on.
Number 2, Joker.
Go on.
Magneto.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Number 3. Who was it again now? Damn.
The last slot right here. You
The last 2.
Oh, 5. My bad. Okay.
Yeah,
I
5,
kinda
yeah.
have- it's hard for me too, you know.
Because now you're looking at like all of like the anti-heroes from like all of like what we're talking
I
about.
have one too.
You need help?
Yeah, give me a name that you
I
guys
got
have on that's one of yours.
I love Spawn. I don't know.
Once.
Oh, I didn't know what the villains was in Spawn.
No,
Okay.
but he's
Spawn is an
Spawn-
anti-hero.
Oh, he's an
The
anti-hero.
whole
Okay.
story, he's just anti-hero.
Okay.
I would have to say Doctor Doom.
Is Bane?
No. But Doctor
No,
Doom,
I'm thinking-
because he has his own country, and you can't invade it. You know what I'm saying? Doctor Doom, bro. He's always about controversy. You get what I mean?
Oh, we said Joker.
Yeah.
Did we say Joker yet?
Yeah, I said Joker. I had like
3?
Kingpin, Joker,
2.
and then Magneto was like number 3.
You're missing the 2 big ones, guy.
Who?
Thanos and Darkseid.
Okay.
Ooh.
Thanos is.
Thanos and Darkseid.
Darkseid is up there.
Yes.
That's 5. With those.
With those 2 would be 5. But I'm thinking that I'm missing somebody as well right now still.
There's a lot of them, man.
There's a lot of them, yo. And I know that there was like tons that I can't even like recollect because I'm feeling a little bit good right now out of few lives. But
yes, sir.
let me try to think right now. Who else had like that type of mindset that I was just like, yo, this person's like...
Venom.
Oh, how can I forget Venom?
Venom was up there, yes.
Venom's
I actually have a poster of that guy in my place right now.
Venom is a madman.
Venom?
Because of the hatred 2 ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Brock and the symbiote.
Okay, you know what we could do? Oh, well, I'm going to say he's a little bit comedic in a sense, but I'm going to say Penguin.
Oh, shit.
You know.
Penguin was there.
He's a businessman.
But how about we do this?
He's a businessman.
How about we single out the best Joker?
The best Joker?
Yeah.
Oh,
like undoubtedly,
One
like
of the
undisputed.
best Jokers, you know.
What are we talking about, like movies or
Yeah,
like
movies.
For me, it's Jack Nicholson, bar number 1, Richard.
Ah, the original.
The original one,
Jack
nothing
Nicholson.
beats that. Like
yeah,
as much as like my boy that passed away,
Yeah,
what's
I was
his
gonna
name
go
now?
with him, but I forgot about Jack,
Ledger
man.
is
I forgot
right
about
up there.
Jack.
Like he's
I
like
forgot about
1A.
Jack.
I can't even like lie.
Yeah, I forgot
For
about
me,
Jack, man. How could I
If
forget?
it comes to just the voice, it's the guy who plays Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamilton is his name.
Oh, you're talking the Batman TV show?
Like he's been in the video games, he's been in all the movies as the Joker's
But
voice.
on the show, he's not better than Jack in
No.
the movie.
I'm talking about the voice, bro. Like that hideous voice and all of that playing the.
That's just one aspect, though. Overall, because Jack had a sick voice too.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Have you watched the movies? Have you watched the TV shows with the Joker?
The original,
voice?
you're talking like in the 70s.
No, I'm just talking about the Joker's voice from the
cartoon.
Guy, Mark Hamilton is his name. I'm not too sure.
You talking the cartoons?
Yes.
Or? Oh, okay, the
cartoons,
cartoon.
the movies.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The guy plays the anime voice. That guy plays the supreme Joker for me. You get what I'm saying? He's
All right.
Crazy.
This is why I said I knew I was forgetting somebody. I knew it. Megatron.
Oh shoot! How can we? Oh,
From Transformers,
We
yo.
forgot Cobra Commander.
Oh,
Bro.
Bridget, I'm sitting here like I know there's somebody that I was like,
the
yo,
Shredder,
the man's mindset.
Skeletor. Yo, you know what?
He
I love
had the
about
bitch ass voice. That nigga had a bitch ass voice.
No, it's not only that. He'll do the insults to his henchmen all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you say.
dissed them everywhere.
He was all tired of that stuff.
But Megatron for me,
Megatron's my favorite Transformer.
he was my favorite because growing up, him was the gun.
For life.
Decepticon.
He was my favorite because he was the gun. I didn't even like Optimus Prime. I know Autobot.
Yo, to be
Straight up.
To be honest, like, when he got shot in the movie, yo, it's like everyone's like, oh, like, of course.
That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, nigga.
But Megatron to me was my guy because it was like he just had that mindset of like, all right, this is what they're gonna do. All right, this is how I'm gonna counter you. And then he knew, like, even within his own like team, he had Starscream that was always trying to like up top him or something, and he knew.
But the thing is,
And he knew how to deal with those type of like motherfuckers. That's because like you know what I mean. You're in that type of camp.
Megatron the most, he always had his own agenda.
Yes.
No matter what, even he had his Decepticons. No matter what,
His agenda was
had his own agenda.
He had his own like way of like getting out of a situation more so than his troops. Like he knew how to bring the troops.
Remember,
but,
with him, he was the supreme brawler, like the gladiator, and out of Cybertron.
The Alpha.
The Alpha, and he felt that the Matrix wasn't passed to him.
Passed to him and more to Optimus. Yeah.
Oh, Agent Smith.
Oh,
you said Matrix. That's why I picked up on that.
Now that one,
You can
yes.
go movies.
We can go movies, yeah, the anti-heroes,
You can go
yeah.
everywhere.
Of course.
With anti-heroes, man.
Right, so yeah, I was going straight with like the comic books, the cartoons
You can
type
go
of thing.
anywhere
About
with it.
anything then?
Anywhere.
You can go like
Yo,
action.
All right.
You know
Hood
what I
movies,
love it's a classic. The Die Hard fucking movies. The first
Russian
one.
dude?
The first one.
What's the
was
Russian's dude
Alias.
name again?
I forget some.
That guy was creepy, man.
But the thing is, what I loved about
In
it
the first
is that
Die Hard.
this guy against the odds, no shoes, wintertime, in a tall building, and all of that. Him up against all of these guys, and you know what I'm saying, like. And
You know that's an honorable mention for Christmas movies for me? That's an honorable mention.
That's
for Christmas
definitely an
movies. Like,
honorable mention.
People
yes.
try to act like that's not a Christmas
Die
movie. Nigga,
Hard
that's a
is
Christmas
definitely
movie.
a Christmas movie, bro.
Hell yeah.
If you try to tell me that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie,
Classic, man.
I don't know if you a man then, my brother.
Even Trading Places, to me, that's another honorable
Oh
mention.
man.
Tell me that's not a Christmas
Yo,
movie.
that one was
the
well
villains-
funny, yo.
The villains were the rich guy, the rich two fuckers.
The
who
rich
wanted
two
to take
fuckers
over
that- yeah.
the law firm. or
The law
whatever.
firm and everything like that, and Eddie
I
played
feel
him
sorry
for a
these
fool.
kids
Yeah.
sometimes, man. Trust me.
But this is what I was even trying to say now. Like our youths right now, they're not getting anything in regards from the entertainment value these days anymore.
Damn.
Because I even show my son on a regular basis certain things that I grew up watching, like Enemy of the State, and how like
the
Gene
system.
Hackman, yes, was telling everybody like
first
how
movie was
the
showing
government's already been invested in telecommunications, from your banking to your phones and everything
That's
from
90,
time.
What was that, 98?
That was like 90,
99, 98, 99.
earlier than that,
Was it 97?
like 97, 96,
Yeah.
around that with those type of things.
It's crazy. Beautiful.
But you
man.
do get that in certain shows. You just gotta like be watching it. Like even in The Wire, I remember watching like certain one episode.
Arguably the greatest TV show ever.
One of them, the classics. And I remember there was the black officer, and I think he was about to become chief or something.
Yeah.
And the wife said to him, and this was like something that I even now apply to my life right now. She goes, "You don't lose or win if you don't participate in their game."
I remember that.
You remember that part when she was saying that? Yeah, when they had
was
that
a
like
moment.
that moment talk, yeah. And I now looked at it with life. It's like, and all with everything that we're now seeing and going on with this stuff that's going on with like, they're trying to bring back whatever.
Madness, yeah.
With the madness and all the foolishness. That's when I realized like, oh, well, if I don't participate in their game, there's nothing for me to win out of it. There's nothing for me to lose out of it. So I'm good.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Facts.
Amazing.
Well, yo, it's been good. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, we're gonna be wrapping up.
Yeah,
this
man.
Call a
episode.
reasoning.
That's what you
You
call
know
a
what I mean?
reasoning talk, right? That's
Straight. It's been good.
I
Please,
mean,
everybody subscribe.
subscribe.
To the platform. Subscribe, please. Down to
Earth podcast.
EQTV, CMA.
You
You don't know.
Impenetrable.
You know what I mean?
The Crown.
Shout
the
out.
Crown at IGD2E
I already
_
know.
podcast on IG. You done know, people. We are signing out just now.
Look.
This is the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation, what?
Pop.
You done know.